Penn State, man. Indiana is one of those Big Ten teams that you proverbially don't want to face. Indiana's the higher register team in the Big Ten. Hey, Indiana's got that good offense. You never know. They can put some points up. You know, Tevin Coleman, higher register.
Indiana's ranked this week.
Why not? And interestingly enough, Tom Allen, the head coach at Indiana, I think has had enough of the higher register with Indiana. Because in a game that they had won and then staring into the jaws of defeat because they gave up a big, huge bomb and then went for it, Penn State gets the ball deep in Indiana's own end and score a touchdown. Similar to what Todd Gurley did in Atlanta against Detroit, letting Detroit back in. Indiana's like, okay, we'll take the ball back when we didn't think we'd get it back again, down 8. We'll score. We'll go for 2. We'll force overtime. We'll score in overtime and then go for 2 in the win. Because as Tom Allen said afterwards, he was sick and tired of Indiana coming close.
I love it.
And then the 2-point conversion happens. And this is I have, as you know, been an advocate for instant replay forever, right?
You have.
I've never seen a more difficult instant replay in my entire life. In my entire life, I've never seen the moment where Indiana's quarterback, Michael Penix Jr.
Okay, thank you. Sounds like a NASCAR driver.
Michael Penix Jr. tries to score, and the ball touches the pylon.
Oof.
Ruled a touchdown on the field. After further review, it looked like the ball hit the ground before the pylon, and half of the ball is on the white out-of-bounds large stripe, while the tip of the ball is breaking the plane just before it hits the pylon. You cannot tell.
No, there were no good angles of that.
You cannot tell. I mean, actually, I disagree. The angle's perfect. You just can't tell if the ball has broken the plane before it's hit the ground or hit the pylon. If this was ruled on the field as no touchdown, I think they'd have had to stay with it.
I think you're right. Whatever it was ruled on the field, they had to stay with.
Yeah.
I don't know what's more difficult, the ruling by the instant replay or the number of people who had a tweet loaded up and wondering whether it was appropriate to send about a guy named Penix extending in a game of inches.
Wow.
With a ball.
And the tip.
Lot of moments of my own thumb hovering over the tweet button.
How many did you delete?
Oh, I didn't delete. I just
or saved a draft.
I just
discard.
It's a handful.
Rich, you're crossing the line right now.
A handful. No, I'm not breaking the plane here.
You're breaking the plane.
I'm not breaking the plane. The pylon touched by Penix in this moment.
Wow.
And I did text.
That's a good one.
I did text Fowler as he was doing the highlights during the game. I'm like, $5 if you say the word Penix extends the next time.
Did he do it?
He didn't respond. 48 hours later.
Oh, look at that.
But what a moment. The fact that this kid Penix was able to not have any other part of his body. He was literally levitating as he reached for the goal line. Wanting it. It's all about want to, need to have. And it comes from the coach. Comes from the coach. If you're thinking, what do you know? You're a Michigan guy. What do you know about Indiana? Well, I saw this incredible moment that Indiana football tweeted out of Tom Allen in the locker room afterwards. I love this. This is what football's about.
It's a special thing, guys. You guys, I told you, guys are a special group. I've said it. Oh, man.
sports, man.
Whew. Goosebumps, man. That was crazy.
That was amazing.
Like tingling.
That's what it's about. That's why they wanted to come back. And again, I see that it's unfortunate. I see that. I said, I hope everybody there is healthy and they're all in a room and jumping on each other. But then I just think to myself, you know what? I just want to lose myself in sports these days. And that's the moment. That's it. That's what it's all about. Indiana is now 1-0. They're ranked. Penn State is 0-1. Getting ready for Ohio State next week. That's a huge game in the Big Ten. Huge. Huge game.
Whew. You'll be rooting for Penn State then.
I'm rooting for a good game. Honestly, I'm totally honest with you. That's watching Ohio State and Penn State go at it is like when I watched the Mets and the Red Sox in the '86 World Series. I just was rooting for the entire thing to have this huge sinkhole and swallow everybody up. Truly. Truly. So I root for a good game. The Big Ten will be on full display for the country to see, and I'll check it all out.
Yeah, it's nice to have the full slate of college back. It's weird looking at the standings and see some teams have 5-6 games, others have 2 or 3, and now 1-0 on the Big Ten teams. But
I know that, and for me too, I am not going to take anything for granted.
Yeah,
I take nothing for granted because Michigan's taking on Michigan State next week, and I know they got crushed. But that you throw the records out right there, and then the following week, Michigan's going to have to handle Michael Penix themselves. What? What did I say? I don't know what I said.
it's the perfect name for what's just the absurdity.
Don't forget the junior
of 2020.
Don't forget the junior.
Yeah.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.